Hello, welcome back to my channel. We've got another fun hair transformation coming your way. So this client has actually gone red the last few appointments, and I've done her hair. My mom's also done her hair. The last time she went red, my mom did it. What did you use on her? Was it shades?
Yes.
Okay, so they did shades, so luckily it'll be a lot easier to remove than permanent color. And the tricky thing about red is that it's the hardest color to strip out. Even when it's demi, it can be tricky, but it also fades the quickest. So a lot of people go red because it's trendy, it's really fun, it's unique, and it looks really good. But then when they get sick of it, it's hard because it's faded so much, but then, you know, stripping that out is a little bit of a process. So we are going to show you how we are going to do this today on this specific client. She wants to be blonde again, so we're going to be doing that and adding extensions. So if you're interested in watching this, stay tuned. Okay, so since we are going to be tag teaming this, me and my mom, I'm gonna mix up two different bowls, and we are doing Redken Flash Lift, and I actually love the container this comes in, how you can just like pour it out, it's so easy. And we're gonna be using 20 volume. All right, I'm gonna whisk this all up. Okay, so we decided the best course of action for this was to do a full highlight with tipped out ends and then also covering the dropouts to counteract the red. If I were working with a permanent red or a fashion color red and trying to strip that out of the hair, I might do a color remover or a bleach wash or something a little more all over like that. But since she previously only had a demi-permanent on here, it was Redken Shades EQ for the red formula. We knew that it would probably lift out pretty easy. She had only had it done twice and it was Redken Shades each time. So because of that, we knew that it would probably lift out a lot easier than permanent color would. And we wanted to go about it with highlights because of that. So we are doing a full baby light, very small subsections, a very fine baby lighted section per foil. And my mom is working in the back, going up on a diagonal on either side. And then I am on each side. I did one angled foil in the front to get those little baby hairs in the front. And now I'm just going straight up. I'm kind of doing a headband placement where I'm going across the head this direction, and it's going to meet in the middle. So we're just packing these foils in, trying to get as much as we can done because we want to strip out all of that red, and we're going to be doing 2 more steps after the baby light is done. Okay, so after each section was done, we decided to tip out the ends just to pop them out a little bit. So I did 3 foils of tipped out ends on either side and then 3 in the back on either section 2. So that ended up with 12 tipped out end foils all together. And I just back comb and then I highlight so it's still a very fine subsection. You don't want anything too thick or chunky, especially because these tipped out ends are going to have less processing time. So you still want it to be a very fine section because of that. And if you feel like you need to, you can bump up the developer for this so that it lifts all evenly. Or if you're using fine enough sections and you don't want to lift up your developer, that's totally fine as well. Okay, after that, we decided to tone all of the dropouts just so that we have a little bit of counteracting going on because of those red tones that are going to be out of a foil. We don't want them to be red against blonde, so we are taking Redken Shades EQ 7NA to counteract that red. And this is her all foiled up. Look how many foils are in there. And then this is what we toned with, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. She actually lifted pretty well, which we were surprised by. And here is a look at her hair after we finished toning. We are just giving her a nice little blowout, and then this is what her hair looked like without the extensions in. You can see we still have a little bit of warmth, especially in the root, but overall she lifted so well, which we were so impressed by. We then added extensions, so we did the Cora powdered sugar and the Jordan oatmeal raisin from Jessi Styles Co. We did 2 rows of wefts, and then we also added in some tapes as well. After installing the extensions, we're just going to blend them a little bit. I feel like blending is the key to making the extensions look as natural as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you learned a little something and you enjoyed this transformation. It was so much fun to take her from red to blonde in one day, and she looks absolutely amazing.